group, so thanks a million for coming out today. I know it's not easy to be up early in the morning and here, especially with HHT. HHT doesn't like early starts, so thanks a million for coming out. Before we start, I would just like to give a moment to commiserate with Charlie and Bernie. Charlie's lovely brother Christopher was at our last meeting in 2019, and a lovely gentleman. He was here with his son John, and Emer has been in touch with us too, so you're in our thoughts, so that's not easy at all. So, I think what we'll do now is you all know each other. If there's somebody sitting beside you that you don't know, just say hi and give them your name. They'll read the badge. But I think with this group here today, I think we all know each other at this stage. So the one great thing, we put up the agenda on the screen and we'll just show you how today's agenda is going to be. Quick introduction, and then the big pull of today's meeting is Sol, Dr. Sol Marcus here beside me. She's going to talk to us. We might, if we have time, we'll have a patient experience, and Michael McGinty will talk to us about that. Then we'll talk to Jacinta Byrne, Clinical Midwife Manager in Mayo University Hospital. She was to be with us in person today, but unfortunately, out of her control, she's going to speak to us via Zoom. We'll have a coffee break, and then there'll be a call for volunteers. We'll discuss HHT and life cover. We'll also discuss HHT and the liver. And then after a quick lunch, Marie and Pet are going to give us a report on the scientific conference that they were at on your behalf last September. We'll then open the floor for discussions. But there'll be plenty of time when Dr. Sol is talking to us to ask questions as well. So I hope by the time you leave here today, whatever questions you came with have been answered. So, okay. Again, I'll do the usual thing. Are we going to admit somebody there? It just says Mary Fox is trying to get in. We'll try and admit her. We'll get a little bit of this for people who are trying to come in. So the board is run by volunteers. You have myself, you have Marie at the back. Take a bow, Marie. But this doesn't happen on its own. We've Michael McGinty on camera today. We've David Wood doing the door. We've Michael Dunn, our treasurer, but also our IT whiz kid here at the front, and Petronella, who's here managing the Zoom for us today. So we're always looking for new people. If anyone at home has skills and they're looking for a little job, we're looking for volunteers all the time. So please pass the word. So what's been happening the last year? Raising awareness is our big thing. We need to let people know about HHT. They need to find us. And one big way of finding us is our website. If we have the questions answered on our website somewhere, Google, when they type in with a bleeding nosebleed or whatever the problem is, if they go into Google and say, why is my nose bleeding? We need to have that answer on our website. We need to pull them to our website for them to realise they have a thing called HHT. Then when we've found them, we need to keep them. And that's where social media profile comes in. We keep them, we interact with them, and we do campaigns. Another member coming in. So raising awareness is our big thing. Fundraising is something that happens. We need funds to keep us on the go, and we don't ask during the year for money. It comes in, we're very delighted. We don't ask, we just ask once a year, which is in June, which is our annual Move-a-thon. So that's the only time we really put a campaign out there looking for funds, but it's not something we do. We don't look for membership of HHT Ireland. We're the only HHT patient organisation that doesn't look for a membership. Everybody else does. Spain, France, the lot of them, they do. We will talk about HHT Europe and our membership there, and we'll talk very briefly RDI, which is Rare Diseases Ireland, and we're a member there just to stay in touch with what's happening around the country with rare diseases. A lot of stuff that goes on doesn't refer or relate to HHT, but we stay in the loop to know what's going on. So, the guest speaker, as you all know, is Sol, Dr. Sol. Dr. Sol, to give an introduction to Sol, known simply as Sol to her HHT family, was born in Montreal in 1970, graduated in medicine from the Autonomous University of Madrid in 1994, specialised in otorhinology.
ENT surgery.
Okay, at the Hospital of Universitario de La Paz from 95 to 98. She's worked as a specialist in ENT at this hospital in Madrid until 2003, and since then she's worked as an ENT specialist at the Fundación Universitario Hospital Alcorcón, which several of you in the room here know better than me. You've been there, you've been with her and been treated. So in addition to her activity as a doctor and essential collaborator with the HHT Association, she's also a writer of novels such as The Elephant Tamer and Dreamtime, which are on Amazon, I believe. They're available on Amazon.
Yeah.
So to find out more about her blog, you can check her out. So without any more ado, I think I'd like you to join me in giving her a Céad Míle Fáilte.